Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Wrestling Reviews. I'm Big Mike. We're coming back at you for another, well, not another day in wrestling history. No, we're not. We're coming back at you with another these days in wrestling history. And what I mean by that is I'm going to do two in one because I had to do a few things running around yesterday. Didn't have time to make this video, and well, when I thought I did, I just didn't give a shit. Didn't feel like doing it. So I'm going to be straight up and honest. Just didn't feel like doing anything yesterday after I was doing my own errands and options and whatnot. So we're going to get to it right now. So this is yesterday's day in wrestling history for August 28th. And it goes as follows. So for August 28th of 1989, WWF SummerSlam was held in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Dusty Rhodes defeats the Honky Tonk Man. The Ultimate Warrior defeats Rick Rude to win the WWF Intercontinental title. And Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake defeat Randy Savage and Zeus. In 1994, WCW Clash of the Champions 38 was held in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and we've seen Ricky Steamboat defeat the likes of Steve Austin to win the WCW United States title. Steamboat suffered his career-ending back injury in this match. Antonio Inoki defeats Steven Regal, and Ric Flair defeats Hulk Hogan by countout. Hogan retains the WCW World title. Title changes for this day in wrestling history back in 1972. We see Terry Garber I and Duke Myers defeat Tom Jones and Ken Mantell, and the Continental Warriors, Bobby Hart and Lorenzo Barant, in a tournament to win the TSW United States Tag Team titles. 1985, Wendell Cooley and El Perez defeat Steve Williams and Dick Murdoch, subbing for Ted DiBiase, to win the MSW Tag Team titles. 1994, Shawn Michaels and Diesel defeat the Head Shrinker Samu and Fatu to win the WWF Tag Team titles. 1999, Manabu, Nakanishi and Yuji Nagata defeat the Mad Dogs to win the IWGP Tag Team titles. Also, Kendo Kashan defeats Koji Kanemoto to win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. In 2000 on Nitro, Kevin Nash defeats Booker T to win the WCW World title. 2004, John Walters defeats Doug Williams to win the ROH Pure title. 2007 on SmackDown, Matt Hardy and MVP defeat Deuce and Domino to win the WWE Tag Team titles. Birthdays as of yesterday. We had a couple birthdays. Happy birthday to former WCWer and WCW Hall of Famer, the Assassin Jody Hamilton was 73. One-time ROH Tag Team Champion Ricky Reyes was 33. And WWE Tough Enough 2 winner Linda Shaniqua Miles was 33. So there we go. That's the news and notes for yesterday in wrestling history for the 28th. And this is for August 29th, today in wrestling history. We're going to get right down to it. There was, unlike Saturday, I think, yes, Saturday on the 27th, there was also 3 SummerSlams on the 27th. Well, just like the 27th, on this being the 29th, there have been 3 WWF SummerSlam events on this date as well. First being in 1988, the first ever SummerSlam was held in New York City. We've seen the Ultimate Warrior defeat the Honky Tonk Man to win the IC title. Demolition defeat the Hart Foundation to retain the WWF Tag Team titles. The Mega Powers defeat the Mega Bucks under the Giant and Ted DiBiase with Jesse Ventura as special guest referee. In 1992, SummerSlam was held in London, England, and as such didn't air in the USA for another 2 days. It is on record as the largest verified attendance in WWF history with 80,355. WrestleMania 3 is said to have attracted 93,173 fans, but this figure is disputed, with some source putting it around 78,000. It also holds the record for the largest merchandise revenue at a WWF event, which was close to $1.5 million in sales. Anyways, moving on to the matches that were held on SummerSlam in 1992. Shawn Michaels fought Rick Martel to a double countout in a match where neither man was allowed to hit the other in the face. The Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, defeat the Beverly Brothers, Blake and Bo, to retain the WWF Tag Team titles. The Ultimate Warrior defeats Randy Savage by countout. Savage retains the WWF title. And we have the British Bulldog defeating Bret Hart to win the IC title. In 1994 was the third and last on this day for SummerSlams. It was held in Chicago, Illinois. We got Alundra Blaze defeating Bull Nakano to retain the WWF Women's title. Razor Ramon defeating Diesel to win the WWF Intercontinental title. Bret Hart defeats Owen Hart in a cage match to retain the WWF champion. And The Undertaker defeats the fake Undertaker. 1982, when we got some title changes here. 1982, Otto Wands defeats Nick Bockwinkel to win the AWA World title. Amazingly, this is the first time in the 22-year history of the AWA title that a title change did not involve either Mad Dog Vachon or Vern Gagne. In 1988, Ashiro Hara and Junichi... Fuck, these Japs kill me sometimes. Especially when I'm trying to pile through it. 1988, Ashiro Hara and Genichiro Tenryu defeat Jumbo Tsuruta and Yoshiaki Yatsuya Mikanikini Hakabakalai whatever. They win the All Japan Unified Year. Woo! I can't even fucking get it out of me for the life of me. Let's try it one more time. Can we not botch it this time really bad? 1988, Ashiro Hara and Genichiro Tenryu defeat Jumbo Tsuruta and Yoshiaki Yatsu to win the All Japan Pro Wrestling Unified World Tag Team titles. 2000 on SmackDown, Al Snow defeats Perry Saturn to win the WWF European title. 2002, Tsuyoshi Kikuchi and Yoshinobu Kanemaru defeat Jushin Thunder Liger and Minoru Tanaka to win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. 2006 on SmackDown, Mr. Kennedy defeats Finlay and Bobby Lashley in a triple threat to win the WWE United States title. 2010, Suwama defeats Minoru Suzuki to win the All Japan Pro Wrestling Triple Crown title. Also, Manabu Soya and Saya Sandu defeat Big Daddy Voodoo to win the All Japan Pro Wrestling All Asia Tag Team titles. And there's a burp for you haters out there. Count that one and put it in your pipe. Birthdays for today, we see Stan Hansen, who was a former All Japan Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, turned 62. And former WWE and TNA star, wrestler Nick Sin Bodhi Kazani, what do you want to call him, Savicevic, is 38 years old today. So happy birthday to them. Happy birthday to you who had a birthday yesterday or today. Hopefully you had a great day and hopefully you had a great year to come. I am Big Mike and I finally plowed through this. This was your day in wrestling history, or these days in wrestling history. And that's that.